Welcome all on BMC Educational Online Portal. Today's subject is science, and my name is Gitanjali Taide. And our lesson is work. This lesson: work, condition for work, units of work, energy and its form, transformation of energy, sources of energy, and conservation of energy. We learned about work, condition required for the work done, what is the unit of work, and the different forms of energy we learned. Just quick review of that. In physics, what is said to be work done? When it is said to be work done, when a force acting on a body and that produces displacement of the body, then only we can consider work is done. Did you examples, different examples we are taken? Yes, anyone example of work done? Okay, so see, one man applying force and that box place means that box is done. One example that one boy is pushing one pillar. In that condition, can we consider work is done? Yes. Student, give answer. Yes, Sachin. One boy is pushing one pillar. He's just trying to push that pillar, but he can't. Then in that condition, can we not? Yes, you can unmute. Sachin, Purushottam, you can unmute yourself. Okay, so in that condition, we cannot say work is done because there is no displacement of an object. We require displacement of object. Displacement means movement of an object. So in such a condition, work is not being done. If we push that object or we apply or force or push or pull force on object, that object must be get displaced. Then only we can say work being done. So if we push, I told my son about my son, what he was saying me, I was busy with what? Pushing that wall. So mom, don't ask me for any other help because I was so busy. I'm getting so much because I was pushing my that. So any possible to him to push that wall? No, it is not possible. I don't get tired. And he's saying I am doing lots of work. But in physics, how we consider work being done? There should be force applied and displacement of that object is very important. So what is displacement? What is displacement? Yes, student. Yes, what is displacement? Distance traveled by that object. Shortest distance means if one object is moving around, the shortest distance means initial point, distance between initial point and final point, then it is called as the shortest distance. That distance we consider as the total displacement of that object. Then unit of work. What is the unit of work? See here, formula for work done is force into displacement. That means we require force and displacement. So SI unit of a work done is what? Joule or Newton meter. It's called as a joule only. So SI unit, we consider Newton meter, Newton for unit of a force, and this one displacement we calculate in a meter or a kilometer form. So Newton meter is a SI unit of work, which is called as a joule also, which is given by the scientist named Joule. Then we see in one man is holding big baggage on his head, and he is walking horizontally to the ground. So in that case, did we consider work is done or not? So work is said to be zero, because what is happening here, the application angle between application of a force and displacement is a 90-degree. Whenever such a condition is there, then work is not done. Work is said to be a zero, because there is a 90-degree angle between the force applied and the displacement of an object. Here force is applied from the head, because that man is holding that baggage on his. So application of a force is from upward down. So application of a force is upward down, and the movement of that person is a horizontal. So it is making 90-degree angle, and hence there is zero work done. This is very important point you must have to keep in mind. In this condition, we seen one man is pushing one big car and he's not able to push at all. So in this condition also, work is zero. Work done is zero. So application of a work, we get tired. Many of time we get tired. So what is the reason of that? Because we feel depleted with the energy, we lost energy. We say, oh, I'm getting so tired, I don't have energy to do little work. So in this condition, what we can say, for work done, energy is required. We get hungry after physical exercise or after playing. You may feel very much hungry and you ask to your mom, please give me something. I'm feeling so hungry. I run so fast. I played so hard. So please, now I am getting tired. I'm feeling hungry. Just I lost my energy. That means we require energy to do work. So what is energy? Energy is capacity or ability to do work. What is energy? It is capacity or ability to do work. It is called as a energy, and the SI unit of energy is also equal to joule. So work and energy are interconvertible. You can see here unit of both work and energy is same. Joule is given. So they are interconvertible. So we've seen forms of energy. There are different forms like mechanical energy, electrical energy, light energy, thermal energy, and sound energy. These are the different forms of energy. So what is mechanical energy here? Together, kinetic energy plus potential energy is equal to mechanical energy. Yes, mechanical energy means addition or sum of kinetic energy and potential energy, then we call as a mechanical energy. So what is potential energy? Potential energy that body possesses due to its state of a or a strain. When body is at a rest, that time that body possesses what? That time body possesses whatever energy, that energy is called as a potential energy. Say for example, in this case, we observe one spring is there. When that spring get compressed, what happened? It store energy. And because of that store energy, the ball attached at the terminal point get displaced when the spring released. So that state, that spring, when the spring get compressed, that time it has what? Potential energy. And when it released, it get converted into what? Kinetic energy. And because energy should do the work, and work done means application of a force and a displacement. So here we can find that That ball is displacing, it's moving from its original position, moving its original place. So that ball is displacing, which is attached at the terminal point of that spring or the other end of the spring. So here, when the spring is compressed, it store potential energy, and when it release, that potential energy get converted into the kinetic energy. Potential energy it is having because the body at a rest. The example is this bow and arrow. When a person hold this arrow, that time it is having what potential energy, and because of this position, that arrow get what strength, and that potential energy get converted into the kinetic energy when it release that arrow. Okay, so potential energy, when water store in a dam at a certain height, then only because of the height that water get potential energy. When we raise any object above from the ground, that object get potential energy. So what is kinetic energy? Kinetic energy is possessed by a body due to its speed or a motion. Yes, when that person release the arrow, that arrow start moving. Any moving object is having what? Kinetic energy. Little bit, if that object is moving little bit, vibrating little bit, oscillating little bit, then only that energy is called as a kinetic energy. Whenever body or object is moving, then it contain what? Kinetic energy. And the addition of this both potential plus kinetic is called as a mechanical energy. See here in this a photo, you can observe that water is stored at a certain height in a dam. So it has now potential energy, and when that water get released into the canal, then it is converted into the kinetic energy because now water start moving. So it is called as a kinetic energy. Moving means kinetic energy. Keep in mind, any object is moving, that means it is a form of a kinetic energy. Then chemical energy. What is the example of chemical energy? Food is the example of a chemical energy. In this energy is stored in the matter and gets released due to the any sort of a chemical reactions. And it produce what? It may produce heat, light, or a sound. So chemical energy is a form of a stored energy. So food is the example of a chemical energy because they stored energy, and after we eat, by the digestion process, that energy get released in our body in a different form. This is again example of a chemical energy. Coal, petrol, all these are fossil fuel are also chemical energy because they contain or store some sort of energy, and after certain type of a chemical reaction, they release that store energy. In a petrol and a diesel form, what happened after combustion, they release their energy. In the second diagram, you see the coal is burning, that means after burning, that release the store energy. The energy stored in that coal get released because of the combustion process or the burning process, you can say. Then what is the heat energy? Yes, heat energy is sunlight contain heat energy. That is, heat energy is maintain temperature of earth. It is most probably used in a kitchen. Yes, stove we are using. Mom is cooking your food. So that is by using the heat energy of that gas stove. And it is largely used as a commercial purpose, and it is produced in a different means of that. So these are the example. Any object, if you feel it is a hot, then you can say it contain what? Heat energy. Melting candle, coal is giving, after burning the coal, you can get the light and the heat energy. If the tea and coffee or the food is hot, then it is also contain heat energy. Any hot object, see in the first diagram you are able to see this candle is burning, that means it is giving light energy also and heat energy also. So you have to think accordingly, whether it is only one form of energy or a two. Most probably any object contain more than one form of energy. So light energy. So what is the importance of light energy? Yes, we can able to see around us because of the light energy. And most important is plant absorb this light energy in the form of for the process of photosynthesis, and that light energy get trapped into the plant and get converted into the, which type of energy to get converted in plant? Can you tell me that? Yes, plant trap this light energy for the photosynthesis and convert into the
light energy.
Light energy get trapped into the plant cell, and the plant cell convert into another form of energy. Which is that? Yes, light energy convert into the, by the photosynthesis, what plants are doing? Plants are making their own food, so that light energy get transformed into the chemical energy, or you can say food energy. Plants storing a food, a chemical energy, so we are eating plants, no? And that chemical energy means food only, so we use that food. But how the plant prepared their food? By the process of photosynthesis only. So they are trapping that light energy, means sun energy, and convert that energy into the food energy.
Chemical energy.
Yes, chemical energy. Or see, this is the light energy when we get a light. Then the next one is a sound, which is produced by a body. If we produce a sound by using any musical instrument or device, then the sound is generated. Or only we tap on any object, then only the sound is generated. But when, what I said previously, what is sound? Or when any object is moving or vibrating, that means it possesses what? Kinetic energy. So you can say sound energy is a sort of a kinetic energy only, because how that sound get produced? By vibration. If we tap any object, if we hammer any object, then only that object produces sound. That means that object vibrate. So vibration means kinetic energy. So you can say sound energy is a form of a kinetic energy only. Sound energy, music system, yes. Then electrical energy, we discussed lots of, means all the devices produced in a house, they are run on electricity. So all they come under the electrical energy. So electrical energy means electricity. This is the electricity generation plant, and in that case, maybe coal are get burned to produce energy, or any sort of. Yes, Vaibhav Kanojia, just mute your mic. Then it is how that light electricity gets transformed to our places with this big tower, and the big these wires are there, and it get transport to our house places or a domestic purposes. So this one is the electricity energy, and we are running different many sort of devices on this electrical energy. And how the electricity get generated? Either by the hydroelectrical power station, or the thermal power station, or the any sort of a tidal energy is there. So many sort of energies are used to get converted into the electrical energy. So now the transformation of energy. This is the very important law of energy, that energy can neither be created nor destroyed. Very important. Ki energy can't from one form to another. What is happening? Only we can able to transform that energy from one form to the energy. Though we find that, means say for example, we are eating a food, that means we are consuming a chemical energy. So after eating, finishing that food, we thought that that energy get vanished up, or that get empty now, depleted now, but it is energy that energy get converted into our body form for the muscular energy, into the muscular energy. That chemical energy convert into the muscular energy, because after eating or after getting food, we get some sort of energy which we are using to our daily life purposes. And what are these purposes? Life activity, mostly we are using muscular energy. And in plant also, or whatever food we consume, that plant also get energy from what? Yes, plant get energy from where plant gets energy? Yes, where does plants get energy? Yes, Purushottam. Plants get energy from sunlight only, because they are trapping or using that light energy which is coming from a sun only. So the energy get transformed from one form to the another form. We can't say that we destroy that energy or we are creating any sort of energy. We can't say like that. The energy getting transformed from one form to the another form. From sun energy get transformed into the chemical energy. When we eat that chemical energy as a form of a food, that energy get transformed into the muscular energy. Getting my point? So see here one example. Water cycle is there. You can observe this water cycle. What contain? Water cycle means evaporation, transpiration, condensation, and precipitation. So this is a water cycle. We can say as this one is a water cycle. What is the main source? We can say sun is the main source, because of that evaporation is take place and all the cycle is continue. But what happen means, if we using sun energy for the evaporation, that energy get converted into now precipitation. Precipitation means raining. We got rain. So that sun energy now get converted into the water, that means precipitation, and that water we are stored in a dam. Now it is having what? Potential energy, means light energy get converted into the water. That water energy we stored in a dam, now it is potential energy. We release that water for the purpose of hydroelectrical power generation. That means now this water energy, potential energy get converted into the kinetic energy. And after getting converted into the kinetic energy, it produce what? Hydropower, or the hydroelectricity, means electricity generated with the help of water. And that now electricity means potential energy, kinetic energy convert into the electric energy. And that electric energy get transformed to our houses and convert into the light energy or many other sort of energy. Getting? So here we see a chain of a transformation of energy, but the major source of energy is sun. Sun is the most major source of energy. So everything is get controlled with this, and the cycle is going continue. You can say, after this observing this example, did you understand this? What is transformation of energy? Or we cannot create or destroy the energy means what? Here it is. Sun energy get convert into the water energy, water store. That means potential energy. When we release water, means movement of water, kinetic energy, and hydroelectrical power is generated. That power get distributed to our houses, and now that convert into the electric energy, convert into the, if I used for a lighting a bulb, it get convert into the light energy. If I used for a sound system, it get convert into the sound energy, isn't it? If I use for a microwave, it get used for the heat energy. Getting my point? Okay, fine. So these are the examples of energy transition. See here, apple means food is there, so it is a chemical energy. This chemical energy get converted into the mechanical energy, because after eating food, what we are doing, we do some sort of activity, or for our daily life purposes, we need a food. So after that food energy convert into the mechanical energy. Then the store energy in a battery cell, which is a chemical energy. When we use that battery cell in a torch, it get converted into the light energy. Electrical energy used as a light energy. Again, chemical energy, which is stored in a petrol or a fuel, get converted into the mechanical energy when we run a car. Again, electrical energy, when we use a toaster, electrical toaster, that electrical energy get converted into the heat energy. Light, that is the source of the sun is the source of a light, and heat also. Both the sources are, the sun is providing light and heat. So this light energy get trapped into the plant and get stored in the form of a chemical energy. So there are many, means all, in all sort of energy you will find there is a other form of energy which is added to this form and get converted into the form. So this is the energy conversation. So there are, we basically divide into the two category: renewable energy sources and non-renewable sources of energy. So renewable means what? We can use repeatedly, we can renew that sources, or we can use repeatedly. They are not having limited sources, they are unlimited source. The source is unlimited and we can renew it, renewable. And what does mean by non-renewable? That means these are the limited sources. Means once we use that, it is very difficult to generate that source one more time or in a short period. It may get generated but took thousands of years to create that. Examples, by looking at example you will understand that what is mean by non-renewable. These are limited sources and we cannot generate many times. Once we use, that get depleted. Example, coal, nuclear power station, or a natural gas, or a petroleum product. All these are non-renewable, means we can't produce coal, because nowadays whatever coal we are using, that get generated or the process is taken place at the crores year before. So it will may take many thousands of years to form a coal. So, and once we depleted that coal, it will get finished. But what about the renewable energy? So looking at the example, solar energy, biomass, hydro, means water energy, thermal, geothermal energy, wind energy, these are the natural sources and they are unlimited. So we can renewable, means we can use it repeatedly. Okay. So solar energy, it is again renewable, and the sun is the most important source of the all sort of energy. And what is the devices we use for the solar energy? In first diagram you will see this is the electrical panel. This panel get heated or the store like a plant. As a plant trap this light energy of a sun, same way this panel trapping the light energy of a sun and store that energy and convert that energy into the light energy. Okay. In second diagram, you will find one lady is handling 4 boxes. What is that? This one is what? Solar cooker. This is called solar cooker because uh, by using this, we can cook the food inside that. This is a cooker, so you can cook basically rice and dal with the help of heat energy. Okay. Here in the third diagram, you will find solar water heater. What is happening again? Instead of using a water geyser, which is run on electricity, we can use this solar water heater. Means water get heated up with the help of heat energy of the sun, and we can use in our bathroom. So this water heater we fitted on our terraces. So the light energy can easily get up. Then the wind energy, this is what? Windmills. At the mountain region, you may have observed in some Satara district, it is planted very largely. So these are wind energy. That means when the wind is blowing, these fans of this windmill are rotating, and because of rotation inside that turbine is fitted, and that turbine again rotating. And what happened after rotation of a turbine? What we get electricity. So that now wind energy get converted into what? Electrical energy or electric energy, and that energy either gets stored into that or directly used for the any purposes. Then the tidal energy. Tidal means it is a tide, high tide and low tide, what we are doing, we are building, see, making one narrow chamber for the tide in that tidal region, and between that chamber we fitted one turbine. When turbine is moving, you must have known that turbine is just moving, having fan and just rotating around its axis, and after rotation of that turbine electricity get generated. So when the high tide and low tide area is there, in between that one chamber is created, and when high tide water in enter in that chamber and turbine is fixed in between that, at the center of that chamber, and when the water enter, it rotate that turbine, because that water is having force, no, when high tide is there. So that turbine is rotating and the energy get generated. Again, this tidal energy get converted into the electrical energy. Now the hydroelectrical power station, it is the majorly energy we are using mostly. So what is happening in the dam? We are storing the water, and from that dam, means it is now the water is having potential energy. We release that potential energy, turn into the kinetic energy. Now the turbine is there. See, in this diagram you can clearly observe these turbines are there, and below that one fans or that flat is fixed, and they are moving by with the help of this water. When we release the water from the dam, at the base of that dam or water, there is turbines are fixed, and that turbines are now rotating with the help of the kinetic energy of a water, and that rotation of a turbine generate electricity, which is again get transformed to the household or the other different cities. Now the ocean wave, same way, this tower are fixed inside the ocean, and below that there is again turbine, and the ocean means water, oceanic water is having movement every time it is moving. So that movement get captured by this turbine, which is fitted below the water. Now see here, there are 3 towers are there, they are fitted with the turbines, and with the help of this water movement, the turbines are moving, and that again the oceanic energy or the wave energy get converted into the electrical energy. And the atomic energy, we are using uranium and thorium toward release the energy, electrical energy. In this, fusion of these atoms are used, and because of the fusion of this atom, large scale of energies get generated, and we can convert that atomic energy into the electrical energy. So what are the different ways to save the energy? What you can say? Different ways to save energy. Yes. Hmm. How you can save energy? Yes, Nambi, raise your hand. Okay, you unmute yourself.
मीन्स इलेक्ट्रिक एनर्जी को ना जनरेटर से सेव कर सकते. हेलो टीचर.
Yes, what you can do? You can, yes.
टीचर हम इलेक्ट्रिक एनर्जी को जनरेटर से सेव कर सकते.
And what else you can do?
जब पावर गया तो हम वो जनरेटर डाला तो वापस पावर आएगा, उससे एनर्जी हमको ये करेगा,
Okay.
इलेक्ट्रिक देगा.
इलेक्ट्रिक एनर्जी को सेव करने के लिए, yes, and just minimize our uses Whenever you find any switch on unnecessarily, fan is operating, light is operating, and no one is using that, so that time you can switch it off. Not in your house, even whenever, whether you find such a condition ki no one is taking, means no one is using that device, light or fan, and then only they are running, then you can switch it off anywhere, in your school, in your class, in your house, anywhere. If you find that कि no one is using that, but then only switches are on, you can switch it off. That is the one way. What else you can do? We can use maximum public transport, because fossil fuel are depleting, they are decreasing. Fossil fuel, petrol, diesels are nowadays getting just increasing their prices, because the we are having limited resources. They are not unlimited, they are limited resources, hence the prices are increasing. So what we can do, instead of using this one individual car or individual scooter, we can use a public transport or bicycles for a nearer distances. So that way we can consume or save that petrol or fossil fuel energy. We can use a star rated devices which consume minimum electricity, so we get the minimum electric bill also, and less utilization of electric energy also. Or what, anything else we can do? Yes, student,
टीचर
to save the.
वाटर का नल कोई यूज करके बंद किया भी ना गया तो हम बंद कर सकते।
Yes, yes, water tap also you have to do that. Whenever at any places you find that that tap is running unnecessarily, you must close that tap, because that is the water is what energy again. We can't lose such a type of energy in such a way. Good. So these are the different ways to save the energy, and everyone have to take part to save the energy, because few resources are having limited capacity, and though the other resources are unlimited, then only it's our duty to save these all energy resources, because they are all natural resources and we cannot generate those resources. So what is mean by green resources? The energy resources which do not produce smoke and carbon gases are called as a green energy resources. Means those resources are not produce smoke, just like petrol and diesels, they are producing smoke on combustion. So they are not green resources. Other than that resources, say for example water, hydroelectricity, tidal electricity, while generating those electricity, fume or smoke or carbon gases are not get released, hence those resources are called as a green energy resources. But for a thermal electricity, we need to burn a large scale of a coal. So after burning that coal, that energy plant release a huge amount of smoke and carbon gases. Hence, the thermal electric power stations are not green resources. But other than that, where water power, electric power station, or thermal power station, or tidal power stations, in that case, there is no generation of a smoke or carbon gases. That is as a green energy resources, and we have to more emphasize on that energy resources, because what reduce the pollution from our atmosphere, beneficial for our health. Hence, we have to more focus on this green energy resources. Okay. So this is the end of our lesson, work and energy. We seen what is work, when to calculate the work done, when to say the work is done, means application of a force, and this displacement of object is required. Then we learn different forms of energy like chemical energy and what sound energy, mechanical energy. Then we see different sources of energy and green resource of energy. So this is the end of our lesson, work and energy.
बाय मैम।